is Staten. I'm 23 weeks pregnant with twin boys and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be doing my first 12 days of Christmas, and today I wanted to talk to you about all of my favorites and basically necessities as far as books that you should read. I know that there are so many out there on the market. Gosh, I was honestly kind of getting overwhelmed. So many people read What to Expect When You're Expecting. Not to say that that's not a great book. I think I actually have one, but I've never read much of it. And that's primarily because I'm having twins and most things don't apply to multiples. So I just wanted to be able to share with you some books that I have found to be very beneficial to me and learning about the process and not being confused if this is happening or this is not happening or whatever. So I just want to give you some feedback. So they're not necessarily in any particular order, but I'm going to start out with my favorite one, which is Supernatural Childbirth, and the accompanying book, Prayers and Promises for Supernatural Childbirth. This book is by Jackie Mize. She has an amazing testimony and story where she was actually barren. She was told that she would never be able to conceive, but I don't want to ruin it, so I want you to check out this book. I'm going to link all of these books down below so that you can purchase them if you'd like. They are commissionable links through Amazon. I get a small commission. It'll help me and these baby boys and our family. So if you were to purchase from my link, I greatly appreciate it. But of course you don't have to. But Supernatural Childbirth is amazing. It is faith-based. So I will tell you that if you're not into that kind of thing. But it is amazing faith builder because ultimately women have been having babies for thousands of years. And it's nothing that we need to be fearful of. This is a process that was specifically made for our bodies. So I love that book. The second book, as I mentioned, is Prayers and Promises for Supernatural Childbirth. And this goes it's basically just next level in my opinion. Basically, they talk about, for example, dealing with fear and thoughts, confession of Psalm 91, confessions of Psalms 103, prayer before pregnancy. So maybe you are desiring to conceive. Maybe you have been through a season of barrenness. Maybe you've been told that you'll never have children. There are prayers for that. Prayers during your pregnancy or threatening miscarriage. Maybe you've had many miscarriages before and that's something that you're scared of dealing with in the future. These are just amazing topics. The delivery, the baby dedication. She has lots of testimonies. You know, in the Bible it says that faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. So in order to build your faith, you have to hear the word. You have to confess the word. And you need to hear testimonies of other people that have been through exactly what you are facing, or maybe what you want to happen. Maybe you want a supernatural childbirth. This is kind of like, I would say, a Christian version, and I might get some flack for saying that, but of the hypnobirthing. I've been seeing that everywhere. I know that's really popular, but this is faith-based. This is all scriptural based. So I will link, as I said, everything below, and I love those two books. Now, on the other side, and actually I'll mention another faith-based book. This one I absolutely love. I have my pen in here in the book to kind of mark my place. But it's called Praying Through Your Pregnancy. It's by Jennifer Palomino and Carol Warren, which I believe Carol Warren is a part of IHOP, the International House of Prayer. I did not know that before. But this is an amazing book where it literally takes you week by week. You can see I've highlighted things from like our honeymoon anniversary trip. We went to Myrtle Beach, and I would spend time in the mornings, every single morning, out on the balcony, just listening to the ocean, seeing the sunrise, and doing prayer and devotions. It was amazing. Not so much here anymore in Louisville because it's like rainy and cold, but I really enjoyed that then. But anyways, this takes you every single week. It talks about the pivotal development that's happening within your body for your baby. So it talks about the things that they have been through and their testimonies, and just a guideline of prayer. And what I really like about it is that I can look back at this one day and see all of my journal entries of things that I wrote, you know, as I went through this process. So that is another book that I absolutely love. I will link that below. And I guess since I'm going spiritual, I may as well mention the biggest one of them all, the Bible, which hopefully you don't have to purchase. You can get it for free, the Bible app. There are so many scriptures, so many things that you can read that can help build your faith, that you can pray, testimonies of people in the Bible that were considered barren that became fruitful, because that's, I believe, one of God's promises for us. So definitely search the Bible. You can literally BibleGateway.com. You can search and look for various topics. And with that being said, I wrote down a couple notes for the Bless Our Littles. I came across this blog. So thank you. I don't remember the lady who is the author of the blog, but it was really good and it was very beneficial. She has a first trimester, second trimester, and third trimester prayer guide. And so she has specific prayers. She talks about development that's happening that week. And then she also has a scripture that kind of backs up the prayer. So I will link all of those different trimesters in this video because I love them. I have some friends, some really close friends of mine that we are all pregnant together. And I came across her blog and I've been able to share that as well. That's amazing. And then the next thing that I wanted to share was Mama Natural. So maybe you've never heard of Genevieve Howland, I believe is her last name. Yes, I found her actually on YouTube. So I'll link her YouTube channel. She has a free weekly newsletter that you can get that also goes into the development of the baby, but also from a natural perspective. As you may not know, I'm in school becoming a master herbalist and naturopathic doctor, and I'm all about the natural way of doing things. It's funny, I actually have a cousin who had a baby a couple weeks ago. She's never had her baby without being induced. And based off some of the things that I recommended to her, her water broke naturally. She was able to go in, easier labor, everything. So there's a lot of natural things that you can do, but anyways, I can get on a tangent about that. So Mama Natural, you can sign up for her newsletter. She has a YouTube channel, as I mentioned, and she also has these affirmation cards that I love. She is a Christian, but these are not faith-based. So if you are, if that's not your thing, I understand, I respect that. You can look at all of these different affirmation cards. I love these. So she has these affirmation cards, and she also has affirmations that you can play. I play them all the time in my car. She has one that is faith-based, and she has one that is not. That's another great option. I'll link all these things. I'm not getting any commission from her for sharing these. These are just things that I have loved. And then this is the number one, I believe, one of the number one, she has the number one natural pregnancy channel. So Mama Natural, the Mama Natural Pregnancy and Childbirth Week by Week Guide. I love this book. I'm having die twins. I'll get into that eventually. But she talks about things for multiple. So if you are a soon-to-be multiple mama like me, or maybe you are just having one sweet baby, this book is amazing. It literally, every single week you go through and you read. And so like this is week 18, for example. And she has various topics. She also includes an affirmation that are, some of the ones that I've mentioned, I believe. So this week 18 is all about different car seats and strollers and different options. Maybe you want to be a little bit more minimal and you'd rather have a carrier instead of a stroller. That's an option. Different sleeping sacks, all the different things. And then she also puts a nom of the week. So she puts a recipe in there for each week that I find very helpful. So I love this book, and I will link that below as well. But something that I am into is journaling. And I just like the fact that one day, I'll be able to look back on all these things, because there's so much that happens over, 40 weeks if you're a singleton pregnancy. For me, typically for multiples, you're looking at, I think 34, 35 on average is when twins or more deliver. So regardless, there's just so many things that happen that you want to document it in one place. And I love this book. It's actually by Aubrey Grosson, and it's called The First Time Mom's Pregnancy Journal. It has monthly checklists, it has activities, it has journal prompts. I have things like, for example, these are kind of like inspirations. I literally printed these out at like Walgreens. Inspirations for how I want their nursery to be. I'm kind of going for a more modern, posh look. I will have a theme. Eventually, I'll share all of that with y'all. But it's really cool. It has places for you to be able to put your ultrasound pictures. Like I was able to share some ultrasound pictures here. Nice quotes, and it's very beautifully done. I love this journal. So I definitely recommend this journal. And then they also have a baby's first year journal that I didn't get it for Christmas. I plan to purchase. that she also wrote. So I love it. Just want to share that with you as well. And then the last book, last but not least, I'm still reading this book. I have not completed it. So that's, in all honesty, I want to share that because in the case if there's something crazy, I guess maybe I should have waited to share. But regardless, it seems like a really good book, and it's by Ina May's Guide to Childbirth. She is a midwife. Amazing story. 2,900 babies she has attended the births of. So she just had, let me see, it's actually in Tennessee. Tennessee is actually where the birthing center is called the farm, or the village is where they have the farm. They have another facility. So she basically wants you to understand, just like I said in the beginning, she wants to normalize birth, because this is not something that is abnormal. It's not a disease. It is a serious process, and there are things that happen to people. Unfortunately, there are many moms, and especially minority mothers, that don't make it. The rate of mortality is way higher for minorities, which is something that is concerning, but our bodies were made for this ultimately. So I like that this is what the book is about. So that's all I've got for y'all today. I hope that you enjoyed it. As I said, I will link everything below. It'll all be in one place so that you can easily access and purchase these books and get some great knowledge. And I hope that this was great and beneficial for you. I hope that you have a blessed pregnancy and delivery, and there will be a lot more coming your way. Of course, during these 12 days of Christmas, but I'm planning to upload every Sunday at 3 p.m. So hit the notification bell. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. It lets YouTube know that you like my videos, that you want to see my videos, and it helps you stay in touch with me and me with you. So please let me know what you thought. I hope y'all have a great one, and happy early Christmas, happy holidays. Bye.